Hello, my name is Elkin Zaimi. I'm captain of this flight, which is the Frankfurt flight, Albanian Airlines 650. Today we're going to fly our biggest aircraft on the fleet, which is the 146-300 series. We have today about 75 passengers, and the flight time will take about probably 2 hours 10 minutes. And the weather on the destination is nice, and I hope that everybody will enjoy this flight. Thank you. Ready for a briefing?
Oh yes, Chief.
So, this is going to be a left-hand seat takeoff. Runway, we'll try to depart runway 36. Full length, no special factors. So weather is nice. The takeoff is going to be performed with flaps 1/8. Weather radar, we'll put it on. Terrain as well. And takeoff is going to be performed with APUR on, bugs 1 and 2 on, continuous ignition off, engine anti-ice off. Weather radar as we're told, and we'll depart with flaps 1/8. Up to 80 knots, either pilot may call stop for any malfunction or a blocked runway. From 80 knots to V1, you will call stop only for an engine failure, fire or immediate danger. Then you will announce also any other malfunction which is coming on the master warning panel. Then, if either pilot calls stop, I will select ground idle, apply maximum braking and select leave spoilers. You will monitor my actions, call ground idle, check brake pressure, call yellow or green, maintain the wings level, and advise the ADC about the rejected takeoff. So you'll call just stop, stop, standby or aborted takeoff. If in the case that the failure occurs at V1, no actions below 500 feet AGL above ground level, which is 600 feet altitude at this terrain, except cancel any audio warning and raise the gear. Above 500 feet AGL, I'll ask you to restate emergency, so you'll state the problem as well, and then you will identify the relevant engine or system affected and perform memory items on command. Normal departure today is going to be inlet 1 Bravo departure, so from Tango Romeo November UR, we'll pick up the radial 348 up to 8 miles, then we'll turn left to intercept the radial 339 inbound inlet. The MSA on our sector is going to be 5,000 feet, and transition altitude is 10,000. Final level, cruising level, so it's going to be 280. Do you have any questions?
No.
So, briefing completed. Thank you.
Albanian 650 requesting startup.
Albanian 650, startup approved, departure awaiting.
Starting up 36, Albanian 650. Okay. Doors and windows.
Closed left.
Center and right.
And right.
Beacon.
Beacon is on.
Maximum PUR.
Off and on.
Engine anti-ice.
On.
AC pump.
Off.
Start power.
Normal.
Master.
On. Select. And engine number 4.
Engine number 4.
849, 865. 10 seconds. Starting point.
Start on lights on.
Fuel.
Check. Start on lights out.
Number 3.
Start on lights out.
2 lights. Fuel.
Check.
DGT. And 1.
Press.
Check.
Start on lights out.
Number 2.
Start on lights
2
out.
lights. Fuel on.
Check.
DGT.
Press.
And 1. Check.
Start on lights out.
Number 1.
Start on lights on.
2 lights. Fuel.
Check.
DGT. And 1.
Press.
Check.
Start on lights out.
Check. We'll perform an AC transfer check. So, no red flags. Transfer is completed.
Albanian 650 requesting taxi.
Taxiway point, departure 36 via taxiway Delta.
Calling point taxi 36 Delta Albanian 650.
Okay, clear left. Flaps 18.
Right, 18 select.
So Delta.
Yep.
.650 destination Frankfurt, direct to Retra, flight level 280 to be Retra 160 or above, Skok Alpha 6022.
Clear to Frankfurt, direct Retra, climb 160, 6022 on the scope for Albanian 650.
Tag is correct, line up, tag departure runway 36, call me ready.
Line up 36, call ready Albanian 650. 160
Yeah.
is set and armed,
Check.
heading, and 6022 is entered. The strobe is on and TCAS is free.
Left approach,
and right is clear.
Clear left. Do we have backtrack clearance?
Yeah, we can backtrack. Okay, trims are 003.5.
Yeah.
Config is checked. Seats and harnesses lock
Locked
secure
my side.
3 times.
0.3, yeah.
Navets set as clear.
So that's cleared 160 then. And he told us direct Retra. I'll put the radial to Retra direct.
Okay. Briefing has been
Is reviewed, so straight ahead now what is changed now is just our clearance, so we got clearance direct to Retra and not anymore via the SID.
okay.
And radial 339 is selected.
Checked.
160 to be at or above Retra.
Yes. Counter ignition.
Not required.
Cabin.
Is secure.
Okay. Before takeoff checklist is completed. Next
And
runway check.
We can carry on now, runway checks.
So, power. Arrange.
Can you take the seat for the conference?
Ready?
Ready.
Radar and transponder. We are on weather. Transponder is on TA array.
Check.
We've got terrain. AC pump is on auto. Control and check full and free my tops.
Check full and free
171
bottoms.
taxi,
TMS,
18 via Echo,
takeoff,
direct number 2
allow
control.
command.
Because, yeah, we'll
Taxi for flight 10.
610, we are ready for departure 36.
650, Roger, sir, clear for the takeoff runway 36, after I'm pointing under control, change 1275. Goodbye.
75 after departure Albanian 250. 650.
now you can put takeoff.
Yep. Takeoff
Very nice.
86.4.
Engines parameters are checked, everything is on the green.
Yep. Takeoff
And takeoff, we got everything set.
Okay.
Have a nice flight.
Have a nice flight. Thrust is set.
Check.
Airspeed is alive. Both.
Check left and right.
80 knots.
My control.
Your stick. V1, rotate. V2, and a positive climb. Here selected on AS,
Selected, yeah.
FD available.
Thank you.
Lima Bravo Yankee 171, line up, backtrack 18 approved.
Backtrack 18 is for Bravo Yankee 7.
Wind 220, runway news 18, wind calm, QNH 1024, temperature 08, dew point 08, visibility 10 kilometers, cloud scattered, 4000, broken 9000.
Departure Albanian 650, good morning, with you.
Albanian 650, good morning from Tirana. Climb at level 280 inbound data.
Climb 280, direct retro Albanian 650.
Now let's select TGT.
Yep.
Okay.
Autopilot in,
And
autopilot green. So direct retro 280.
Check. There you go. Do the bleed change.
Yeah. Release off.
Olympic
not selected.
165, contact Belgrade on
And accelerate.
12375.
123.775, Olympic 165, bye.
So we'll proceed with Austria airspace, we'll fly over Innsbruck, then after it's going to be Germany. We'll fly near Munich, we'll leave it later on the right hand side, then after we'll carry on inbound Frankfurt. Weather reported that our destination is cloudy and the temperature upon our arrival is expected 10 degrees Celsius. During our trip, we are going to keep you updated with the latest information. We thank you for your kind attention and we wish you a pleasant flight. Hello, I would like you to welcome to the Albanian Airlines company. I'll give you shortly some history and data of our company, which started in 1992 with Tyrolean and branch of Tyrolean and Transport, which was ruled by the state at that period. So state had about 51% of the income of the company. Then they carried on until 1995, which then after they changed the owner and also they changed aircraft types as well, because initially they started with a Dash 8 to do the flights. The new owner was, he came from Kuwait, so Nasser Al-Kharafi and Kharafi Group, which they came to Albania to invest a lot, and they still thinking so Albania is a very attractive country. Initially they started big, let's say they took an Airbus 320 for the flights that we were performing at that time, but because we were at once, they opened quite a lot of destinations. Initially we had quite a few passengers with Airbus, and then soon they realized they were losing some money with Airbus 320. They went for the option afterwards to hire some wet lease Tupolev 134 from Bulgaria. And the operations were good. Then at this time we were trying to open new routes, especially we're focused on Italy, and then after a lot of passengers, and we confirmed, I mean, as a company, serious company on the market. Since these 12 years, so 1995, these 12 years, I mean, we had something like, we flew more than 2 million passengers during this period, and we're doing annually about 3,000 flights per year, and carrying about 200,000 passengers per year, even more these days. The company now is, so during that period with Tupolev's 134, they did a very good job, and then we realized that we have to increase the standards, and we went for the option of a Western aircraft again. This time was not the Airbus, but we went for the 146s. The first aircraft to join our fleet was the 200 series, 146-200, and then after the 300 series came, which is the best for our operations, and later on we took the third aircraft, which is the 146-100. This one is just for the shortest flights, like we have short destinations from Tirana, which is Pristina, then Athens, Bari, Rimini, and the 100 series is perfect for this kind of flights. And we use the 301 for longer destinations like Frankfurt, Main, and London Stansted. And for charter flights as well, we go with 300 series to Sharm el-Sheikh. This one got fuel capacity which is bigger than the other two, can go up to 10.2 tons and got extra tanks, and which is make this aircraft perfect for charter flights like Sharm el-Sheikh. Albania is really moving to the future, I mean, with big steps, and it's becoming a very attractive country. We're having a lot of tourists right now, and people like it almost for its seaside, and we got mountains as well, which makes touristic site, I mean, it's wonderful for this kind of stuff. Now on, I mean, we're trying to look forward, because the 146 these days now is becoming expensive to operate, because fuel became quite a big factor. then for the future, I mean, we're still looking for the better options. I would like to say something about my country, Albania, where I'm quite happy, I mean, about my country now, the way how it's developing, and each year by year we're having better results. Now the country is going forward, and sooner or later we're going to join EU as well, and I'm quite happy about it. The time being, Albanian population is about 3.5 million, and the youth now it's their development is quite assured, I mean, and we have nice universities, and for those people which even want to make their careers and to have better studies somewhere else, they have the possibility to go abroad, I mean in Europe or the States, just to have the most quite better education. Myself as well, I've been doing my education. I've been to France for 4 years. I did my ATPL over there, and I had the chance to have a scholarship from France to do this. With the youth of Albania, they are traveling a lot. This is good news for Albanian Airlines as well, because most of them, they are flying with us. Mostly they are studying and working to Italy, Greece, we have to Germany as well, England. And this creates, I mean, gives some opportunities for these people to see somewhere and different cultures in Europe. And then now most of them, because Albania is having good standards, they are coming to join the country and trying to build their lives now on their own land. Albania is quite wonderful country for those people which have never seen it. I mean, I really tell them that come and join, pay a visit to us, and you won't be disappointed. So you'll have a lot of good surprises at this country. We got a wonderful seaside. We have really, our coast is very beautiful and it's intact. So no pollution, everything is wonderful and how it was for centuries. And we have also a lot of mountains for those guys which are liking, I mean, winter resorts. You can come and do some skiing, and we have good snow as well in winter for mountains which are situated east of our country. And even in some points, I mean, you can have both of them meet together, mountain and seaside at the same place, especially on the southwest of Albania. So we got mountains which are going up to the sea, which is very beautiful to see. And they are doing also paragliding activities over there, and year by year there is Albania Online which is doing paragliding activities, and it's really nice sport. I like it as well. Now, I mean, for the tourists which they came and met Albania, I met a lot of them, and they were all happy to be there and to see the country. I invited also my instructors, which I have good relations, my French instructors, and they came to pay a visit to my home, and I made them discover my country, and they were really surprised. For some analysts, now Albania is got, I mean, the nomination like Europe's last secret. And it's really, you should make your best, I mean, to come and join Albania, and for sure come and fly Albanian Airlines. You won't be disappointed. Thank you.
Munich Albanian 650, good day, director. Nearly over Breno, maintaining 280.
Albanian 650, good day, radar contact squawk 7764.
7764 for Albanian 650. 64, you confirm?
7761 for Albanian 650.
7761, Albanian 650.
We'll brief for 25, right? If
Yeah.
there is going to be any change, we'll brief accordingly.
Yeah.
They said
It's the same anyway.
so the star
most probably we are going to be cleared via space start and Charlie arrival. And then after it, maybe they are going to give us radar vectors for ILS 25, right or left, we'll see. And after space starts, we may descend up to 5,000 feet, and then 8 miles to Charlie, 4,000 feet. And this is for runway 25 left and right arrivals. If we're going to have the space start 25 transition, so it's already on the box. Space start Charlie, and then we'll follow the arrival, air nav. Delta Foxtrot 080, then we'll turn on 015 until Delta Foxtrot 084. Then we'll follow 069 and the turn for final. Let's brief for runway 25 right. So, for runway 25 right, we're going to have localizer India Foxtrot November Whiskey 109.5. I'll put it on standby later on. Final approach course is 249, set on both. Glide slope at auto marker, we should make an altitude check, which is going to be 1,660. And radio altitude 1,296, advisory only. ILS decision altitude is going to be 564, which we set and bugged. And radio altitude advisory only 200 feet. Airport elevation is 364 and runway.
Stand by. Landing 650, good morning, radar contact.
In case of missed approach, so we should climb straight ahead via Foxtrot Whiskey locator up to 9 miles from Foxtrot Romeo Delta, or 5,000, whichever is later. Then turn right to Tango Alpha Uniform VUR, Taunus, and then turn right to intercept radial 085 Taunus to Mike Tango Romeo VUR and maintain 5,000. So after glide slope capture, we'll put 5,000 at armed. And I prepared space start here, 297 on standby, and I'll put 382 if they confirm that the runway is 25 right. If they give us 25 left, we'll brief accordingly the differences.
Yep.
Any question?
No question.
Briefing completed.
Indian 650, contact approach 120.8.
120.8 for Albanian 650. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Runway 25 right, straight in approach. Excellent, direct red go for 25 right, straight in, maybe 1637. 507, turn left 320, descent, flight level, correction, descent altitude 6,000 feet, KNH 1006.
Yeah, descent 6,000, 1006, and say again the heading?
Approach Albanian 650, good day, descending 110 direct Charlie.
Albanian 650, hello, runway 25 left, heading 310, info is Oscar.
310 for 25 left, Albanian 650.
507, reduce
So,
mini clean, round to 30.
Reduce 230, 650.
No.
25 left,
Yeah.
110. 17. 110.7.
This is Charlie, yeah, just a second. 59. We'll keep it on hold. Matter 0 set an arm. So hold, we got on hold Foxtrot Romeo Delta, and then I'll put ILS, which is 110.7. And reducing speed towards 230.
230, c'est un firm. 110, yeah.
7. So localizer 1107 is set my side with hold of Frankfurt, Foxtrot Romeo Delta, and the indication is correct. Then final approach course we got 249, glide slope at auto marker. This time we should read 1,720. ILS decision altitude 562,
Yeah.
and radio altitude advisory only 200. MSA is the same. So the missed approach is straight ahead to 5.5 from Foxtrot Mike, then turn left, intercept radial 243, Foxtrot Mike. Then on the radial, 8 miles of Foxtrot Mike again, 42, which you have on your side.
Yep.
Whichever is later, turn left to Charlie VR and maintain 5,000.
Seen.
Yeah.
Okay, so
ice detect went out, inner wing for 1 minute.
Yep.
Albanian 650, keep at least speed 250 knots.
Keep 250 knots, Albanian 650.
Listen to 1 Romeo Mike, speed 170 or better to the outer marker, tower 99, Gude.
Albanian 650, establish on the localizer.
Roger, reduce speed now 180 knots.
Reduce speed 180, Albanian 650.
Listen to 967, speed to 20, descend 4000.
This case,
Negative, listen to 967, speed to 20, descend 4000 feet.
Speed checks, flaps 18 are selected.
Speed to 20, descending 4,000 feet.
Turkish 1587, descend 4000 feet, Canadian 1007 now.
Okay, down 4 times
Got
by
180.
1007,
Yeah.
Turkish 1587.
Listen to 967, turn left to Letki, while Letki cleared LS, reverse Canadian 1007.
Lufthansa 967, direct Letki, cleared ILS
keep 180.
1007 on QNH.
Yeah.
Albanian 650, reverse Canadian 1007.
1007 for Albanian 650.
Listen to 9 Juliet, reduce 180, reverse Canadian 1007.
42 now.
Lufthansa 9
Yeah.
Juliet, speed 180 knots, then 1007 QNH.
Yeah, we are clear ILS.
359, descend level 70, heading 220.
Then armed.
Sending 70, heading 220, 359.
when
Turkish
ice detect will go
1587, turn
out,
left to
then
Redco,
you'll
speed to
get
20,
everything
clear
else.
LS 25
Yeah.
right.
Okay, left to Redco.
Even when we are out of the condition, I think we can do it.
Yeah, sure.
Albanian 650, contact tower 119.9, you have a nice day, goodbye.
109.9, have a nice day, sir. Thanks for your help.
1007 QNH, climb taking 25 right.
Yeah, everything else.
007, Lufthansa 400.
Yeah.
Tower Albanian 650, good day on the ILS. We are established 8.5 miles.
Albanian 650, hello.
Told you not to arm initially until we intercept the line.
6 Alpha Charlie, QNH 1007.
Yeah, Salt is wide.
Okay, Charlie to
Engine
Hotel,
anti-ice off.
Hotel to
Engine
flight line,
anti-ice
Lufthansa 50.
off.
Fragment Tower, good morning, average cargo 682
Beware, is on.
Foxtrot. Average cargo 682, hello. Are you ready?
Engine air off.
Ready, average cargo 682. Tower, long Lufthansa 9 Juliet, 25 right. And up 25 left, no delay please. Lining up, runway
Now 5,000 now.
5,000 is unarmed.
And enable 1637, wind 200 degrees, 14 knots, 25 right, set to land.
Should land 25 right, Scandinavian 1637.
Let's go now.
well,
We're approaching
Lufthansa
auto
9 Juliet,
marker.
25
Let's go
right.
for gear down.
Okay. Gear, speed check, gear down selected.
Yeah.
Albanian 650, reduce to final departure ahead.
Reduce to speed Albanian 650.
Flaps to 4.
Average
Speed check,
682,
flaps 24 selected. We can reduce
Gear
to approach
down,
height.
3 greens, brake pressure is checked. And we're reducing minimum because this guy is departing.
Exactly. So landing.
Auto marker, altitude is checked. Now flaps 33.
682, keep it rolling.
Flaps list, altimeter 1007, passing 1580. Cabin is
Secure.
secured.
Lufthansa 400, line up to 5 right.
Lufthansa 400, lining up to
AC
5
pump is on auto, gear down 3 green, brakes are
Pressure is checked on yellow.
yellow. APUR is on, engine air off, lights they are on taxi for the moment, flaps set for landing, so 1 item.
1,000.
Yeah, checked. And we're stabilized.
Checked, nose wheel is aligned.
Check.
Average 682, expedite. Rolling average cargo 682.
Yes, it would be time.
And then Navin 1637, 1217, bye-bye.
Goodbye, 117, 1637.
Lufthansa 507, cross 25 right, 117, bye-bye. Cross 25 right.
So it's windy, we got about 30 knots here on final.
Yeah, okay, so keep a little bit of speed.
Yeah.
Lufthansa 9 Juliet, reduce to final departure ahead. Lufthansa 9 Juliet, reducing.
Lufthansa 6 Alpha Charlie is ready.
Roger.
Speed look good.
Albanian 650, wind 210 degrees, 13 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, Albanian 650. So landing checklist is completed.
Perfect.
And we are clear to land.
Schönen guten Tag, Lufthansa 967, 25 left.
Lufthansa 967, hallo.
Out of bound disconnect.
Checked.
Minimum. 400, 10 degrees, 13 knots, 25 right, set for takeoff, cheers. Lufthansa 400, clear for takeoff, 25 right, cheers.
100.
Airbrake
80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 0. Okay, ground idle, spoiler, yellow breeze.
Fine, drop. Advocating the next on the right.
Yep, so it's going to be Hotel 2.
Yeah, I guess so.
5 right.
Contact Turkish 1587. Lufthansa 9 Juliet, traffic rotating, wind 210 degrees, 13 knots, maximum 20, 25 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 9 Juliet, clear to land, 25 right. Lufthansa 444 at Foxtrot, give way to company sub 3 from your left. Lufthansa 444 at Fox, give way company sub 3.
So 173.
Yeah, we have it now. The follow me is waiting for us.
Apron, good morning, Turkish 1587 on the hotel. Turkish 158.
Taxi lights off.
Good morning, taxi
Yeah,
red
taxi lights off.
Taxi echo for Bravo 43.
Ground, the Albanian 651 at standard Victor 171 Alpha, request tax clearance.
Albanian 651, taxi right runway Alpha for runway 18.
Right on Alpha for runway 18, Albanian 651, thank you.
Okay.
Clear on the left.
Clear right.
Taxi, flaps 18.
Mechanical Guetzloch.
Brakes.
Yellow and green, check now, back on yellow.
Yellow flaps.
Set 19 and check.
18 check. Flight instruments.
Check on the left, no flags.
Albanian 651 with this 1903 knots, clear for takeoff, running 18.
Yeah, for takeoff runway 18, Albanian 651.
Check and plate.
Complete.
Nice flight. Here we go.
Blue Wings 123, line up running 18.
Blue Wings 123, lining up runway 18.
Takeoff thrust is set.
Check. Feed the line.
Check.
80 knots.
Mic on.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
You're up.
Yeah.
Flight vectors on, please. Flight vectors on.
Sorry?
Flight directors on, please.
Yes, 100 on 651 airborne now.
DGT, please.
TGT selected.
Bravo, Charlie 651, guten Tag, climb flight level 110.
Climb level 110, Albanian 651.
110 is set around. Check.
Albanian 651, turn right to Numbo.
Turn right to Nombo, Albanian 651.
Direct number, please.
Check to number 6.
Albanian 651, contact powder 132.860.
132.860, Albanian 651, thank you. Padua, buon pomeriggio, Albanian 651, factor 270, inbound Lizu.
Albanian 651, Padova, Gidei, radar contact, squawk 4311.
4311 is coming down, Albanian 651.
Approaching airspeed. 4214 Padova Gidei, radar contact proceed to Sumir and continue climb to flight level 280 initially.
Climb flight level 280 to Sumir, Aeron.
And my name is Captain Anton Lesov, and this is my colleague First Officer Francesco Biancucci. And you're now on board Albanian Airlines Flight 651 en route from Frankfurt to Tirana. We're currently cruising at 27,000 feet and we're proceeding towards a waypoint Chioggia Viewer over Italian airspace. And ahead on our flight plan we have Pula and then along the Adriatic coast of Croatia towards Dubrovnik, then over the newly born Montenegro towards Albania. Hopefully about 90 miles before Tirana we'll commence our descent for landing. Currently the ground speed's 443, which is pretty good for this airplane, thanks for some tailwinds. And the winds are currently reported from 286 at 58 knots. And with this configuration, at about 37 tons, the airplane is burning just over 2,300 kilograms per hour. And the speed, obviously, you can see Mach decimal 70 there on the airspeed indicator. This is a BA-146 300 series, EPC equipped, and was actually one of the last produced before they stopped doing the 146 and opened the production line for the RJ series. Getting closer to home base, Tirana. The FMS estimates currently 23 minutes to landing. And ahead of our flight plan, we have Dubrovnik and then a waypoint called Tibri, which lays on the boundary between the Zagreb and Belgrade FIRs. And from that point, we do anticipate a shortcut towards Retre, which is the boundary between Tirana and Belgrade FIR. And after Retre, we would proceed direct to waypoint Inlot, which is the beginning of the standard arrival. And after Inlot, we'll proceed inbound on the 339 radial towards Tirana or 117.7. 21 DMA fix will make a left turn on track 128 to intercept the 353 radial inbound set on the 173 here, left and right. We're establishing the final approach course for a VOR DME approach for runway 18 in Tirana. The minimum safe altitude in our sector of arrival is 5,000 feet towards the west-northwest and 8,500 feet towards the north and northeast. Okay. The VOR DME for 18 procedure will follow. This is based on VOR Tango Romeo November 117.7 with a final approach course of 173. The minimum altitude, the 6.5, which is the final approach fix, is 2,300 feet. Minimum descent altitude for a 146 Cat B airplane is 510 feet. We'll put another 50 feet of that according to the company SOP to allow for this approach. And runway elevation is 109 knots, same minimum safe altitude as for the arrival. From the 14 DMA fix, we'll leave 4,300 feet towards 3,100 feet to maintain until 10.5 DMA. And then we'll leave that towards 2,300 feet to be maintaining by the final approach fix. From the final approach fix, a 3.5 degree descent towards the minimum descent altitude. And hopefully we can get a visual approach straight to runway 1 at a certain point. We anticipate a very nice weather in Tirana. Highest obstacles obviously towards the east, very high terrain. And after landing, we'll vacate most probably on taxiway Charlie, either Charlie or backtrack to one of the other taxiway Delta Echo. In Tirana we have only one runway, and it's you can say 2,735 meters long. It's 1836. We now have just under 6 tons of fuel remaining. You can read it here. Fuel quantity indications, and our landing weight will be approximately 33,300. So we're going to set our speeds for 34 tons, and that means for in configuration 33, that means a VRFRS of 113. Target approach speed +5, that's 118. 6777. The +20 speed, which is 133 in this case, is the minimum we can maintain with the intermediate flaps 24 position. And we're going to use that for missed approach as well. The VFTO is the final takeoff speed with which we're going to retract the flaps. And VER is the minimum we can maintain clean configuration. Topping descent today will be approximately 85 miles from Tirana VOR. It should pick up on the right hand side shortly. Just going to set up the FMS for the actual arrival and approach. So from the flight plan page, the menu key, we go to arrive, and we choose runway 18 today. This will be the inlet 1 Juliet arrival. Okay, no transition on this one, followed by a VOR DME approach for my 18. Okay, so Tirana, runway 18, inlet 1 Juliet, a VOR DME 18 with the DME 353 transition. Anticipated shortcut towards the Veteran, which is 35. There you go. We're now on course to Vetra, which is the FIR boundary of Tirana. We board over Vetra for frequency change.
6x1 on radar, possible change with Tirana.
Pressure call again.
Albanian 6x1 on radar, is possible change with Tirana for shortcut.
127.5.
27.5, thank you Albanian 6x1.
Buku
Tirana, Mirbram, Albanian 651, flight level 170, inbound inlet.
Albania 651, Burma, continue descent to flight level 110. You are number 1 with no delay for inlet 1 Juliet, arrival runway 18.
Continue descent flight level 110, number 1 for inlet 1 Juliet, arrival 18, Albania 651.
Okay,
651, the weather as follows: wind calm, visibility 8 kilometers, cloud scattered 5,000 feet. Temperature 12, dew point 12, QNH 1022.
Copy the weather, QNH 1022, Albania 651, thank you. Tirana, Albanian 651, you confirm inlet 1 Juliet arrival?
651, cleared for inlet 1 Juliet arrival. Next report, intermediate approach fixed 4,300 feet, QNH 1022.
Clear inlet 1 Juliet, next report, intermediate fix 4,300 feet, Albanian 651.
1079.
Checklist altimeters, QNH
507, buona serata, 280 direct Papis.
280 direct Papis, Italia 507, thank you.
Transavia 822, Belgrade 127.365, sorry.
127365 for Transavia 822, bye-bye.
One to go.
check center.
Transavia 377, change Athena on 125.350, bye. 125.35, Shield Drive 377.
Tirana Control, good afternoon, Transavia 435, long 410, approaching Petak.
Transavia 435, good afternoon, Tirana identified, Picos direct.
Picos direct, thank you very much, Transavia 435.
And we're established with the runway side.
Tirana, Albanian 651, establish a runway site.
Albania 651, continue approach tower 122.5, have a nice landing, mirror portion.
122.5, mirror push, Albanian 651.
And get it down, please.
Tirana tower, near Bram, Albanian 651 on final approach.
Albania 651, good evening, confirm runway lights in sight.
Confirm runway lights in sight, Albania 651.
Albania 651, clear to land runway 18, wind calm.
Clear to land runway 18, Albania 651. Clear now.
Down great, and there's the yellow brake pressure check. Flaps 24.
Space check, platform.
Airlines inside, going visually. 5,000 feet for the missed approach.
Made the landing checklist.
Yes, please.
Altimeter QNH 1022, 2000 feet. Cabin is secure, basic on mode. Clear, down 3 greens.
Down 3 green.
Brakes.
The yellow pressure was checked.
Maybe air on, engine air off. Lights, set for landing, flaps, wait for 33.
Flaps 33, please.
Speed is check, 33 select, and landing checklist completed.
Nose up. Flight directors up, please. And the landing lights on. The landing lights on.
Lights on, 1000 radio altitude.
Let's stabilize by 1000.
1000.
Decision is landing. Nose wheel steering center on the left.
Center on the right.
Check. Check.
100 feet.
Check.
80.
Air brakes on.
70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 0. Please follow me over green.
Okay. Ground radio select.
80 knots.
Check.
651 Linden time 48. Next report runway vacated via taxiway Charlie Whiskey.
Next report, runway vacated via Charlie Whiskey, Albanian 651.
And brake pressure check.
Low level flow. Albanian 651, runway vacated.
Thank you.
After landing checklist, please.
Yes.
Taxi lights on our exit off.
Very good morning. My name is Vasilis Gourgouras. I'm the captain for this flight. I would like to welcome you aboard our flight to Istanbul, flight 520. And I would like to introduce to you also my first officer, Mr. Frank Roston, who's going to perform the flight. Our flight time is going to be about 1 hour and 15, and I'm going to see you in the air. Thank you.
It's going to be 122,
122.
and 126,
122, 126, 132,
132, 174,
7484.
84.
Check the
Back
bucket
my
set.
side.
Okay.
And cross check.
Okay, so let's go with the checklist, please.
Yes. Before start, external internal checks.
Complete. Covers and pins are stowed.
Brakes.
Yellow and park. Pressure is checked.
Let's check hydraulics.
All off.
Fuel panel.
Is set.
Pressurization.
270.
cross-check. Ice detector.
Is on.
Air conditioning.
Is as required,
Yeah.
off.
Fasten belt.
On.
Flow meters.
Are
0.
0.
Fuel contents.
6.5 almost.
Yes.
6.450.
Yeah, that's cross-check. FDR, we've got 520 and 520.
Yeah.
TMS
29
29 N1 is going to be 88 and 82, and we are bugged
okay.
for 7 tons. FIS master
Is on.
briefing.
Is reviewed by you.
Yes, ship papers.
All on board.
Cockpit door.
Is now locked. This is
Mobile
yours.
phone. Yeah.
Mobile
thank you.
phones are. Can you give me the company phone?
Yes. Please.
Thank you.
Well. And mine is coming off.
Okay. I'm gonna put the cabin fan on.
Okay. I'm going to ask for start.
Yes, please.
Albanian 520, good morning.
Again requesting startup.
Albanian 520, startup approved, runway 18.
Starting up, Albanian 520.
Startup setups and checklist, please.
Doors and windows
Are closed. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cross-check. Beacon
Is on.
Paxson MPU air.
Off.
Engine anti-ice.
On.
AC pump.
Off.
Start power.
Normal.
Master.
On.
Select.
Number 4.
Engine.
849, 865 for 10 seconds. Starting engine number 4.
Starter lights on.
Okay. Fuel is on.
Check. Hard press.
%, and 2.
Starter lights out.
Okay. Oil pressure is checked. Engine is stabilized. Number 3. 3. Starting.
Starter lights on. Starter lights out.
Oil pressure checked. Engine is stabilized. Setups, please. I'm gonna do a generator checked. Generator 1 is good. Generator 4 is good. Switching on generator 4. External AC is off. And everything is working. Generator 1 is on. Generator 4 off. Everything is still working. 4 and APU gen is on. Hydraulics are on and showing more than 3000. PTU is on. And he can remove, I guess, the chocks.
Okay.
Checklist, please.
After start, start power.
Normal.
Start select and master.
Off and off.
Engine anti-ice.
Is off.
Generators.
On and checked.
Brake fan.
Auto.
Hydraulics.
On and checked.
Heaters.
On.
APU air.
Let's put it on one pack.
Back.
APU air on. APU air on. And just pack 2 for now. Okay?
Chocks and equipment.
Removed. Flaps 18. Taxi clearance, please.
Flaps 18 selected. It's clear on the right. Albanian 520, we are ready to taxi.
520, taxi to holding point, runway 18 via taxiway eco. Line up, brake track approved.
Taxi holding point 36 via echo, and we can line up, backtrack and line up Albanian 520.
520, runway use 18, sir.
Yes, we are going to use 18.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Clear right, clear left, let's go.
520, right AC clearance available.
Go ahead for Albanian 520.
520, after departure, clear destination, Odras 1 Alpha departure. Climb to flight level 270, scope 1377.
Clear to Istanbul via Odras 1 Alpha, climb 270-1377 on the squawk for Albanian 520.
520, feedback is correct, next report ready for departure.
Next report for departure, Albanian 520.
Okay, brake check, yellow checks, yellow brakes, checked and working. Green brakes, checked and working, and I'm back on yellow. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, let's go with the checks, please.
Before takeoff, brakes.
Yellow, green, check, back to yellow.
Flaps 18,
Set 18 and checked.
18. Fly instrument, I've got no flags, 1024.
1024, 60 feet.
Minus 20.
Okay.
Trims 0, 0, and
4.0.
4.0. Coming. 4.0 is set. Configuration is checked. Seat harnesses locked and secure my
Locked and
sides.
secure times 3.
Now that they are set as clear, briefing has been reviewed.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's clear on the right.
TCAS. We're clear
is
on the
free.
left. TCAS is
Free.
free.
Briefing reviewed. Contact ignition
Not required.
and cabin.
Is secure.
Okay.
Runway checks, please.
Runway checks.
The bottoms are full and free, by the way.
And back with you.
Yes.
Okay. So radar and transponder. We can go on terrain on the
I
radar.
lost my screen.
Okay.
Watch that.
Okay. Yes, you got it. We can go on terrain if you want to.
Yes, please.
Terrain. So we are on radar. Terrain. AC pump is going to auto control and check full and free my
Bottoms
top.
full and free.
TMS is going to be takeoff at your command for 88.
Okay.
Master warning system, we've got 2 lights.
Yes.
And light and strobes. Strobes are on, landings to come.
Okay, let's ask for departure.
Albanian 520, when ready, clear for takeoff, runway 18 wind.
Clear for takeoff 18, Albanian 520. Thanks, Mrs.
Wind cancel.
Takeoff at your
Yes,
command.
please.
Takeoff, we've got 88.1. It's okay.
And stand by because I forgot to wear my glasses and we're going into the sun. We're going on engine air number 4, as you can see. 1 second only.
Okay, I've got the brakes.
Okay, so
Ready?
your takeoff,
My takeoff.
my thrust.
Okay,
Ready?
have a nice flight.
Indeed. Takeoff.
Takeoff, let's go.
Takeoff thrust is set.
Checked.
Airspeed is alive.
Check.
80 knots, your control.
My tops.
V1, rotate. We have positive rate.
Gear up.
Selected, flight bars.
My direct.
127.5 Albanian 520. Good morning. Tirana, Mirmidjes, Albanian 520 is with you, airborne.
Albania 520, Mirmidjes, Tirana. Climb to flight level 270 and when able, VFC direct Talas.
Thank you.
Okay, when able, left turn direct to Talas. Albanian 520, we'll let you know when we're turning.
Roger, thank you.
Very good.
Tirana, good day, Olympic 151, level 320.
I'm going to ask you maybe now Dallas, of course. So going on LNAV.
Okay.
Map.
It's a heading of 095 when you decide.
Okay, heading 095.
095.
I'm going to accelerate as well.
So yes?
Yes, please, at 1,000 feet. Please.
Flaps selected up.
Thank you. So we are on heading and FD center. We can put autopilot.
Okay. Takeoff checks.
Yes, please.
Gear up, lights out, flaps are up, engine air is on, APR is off, TMS TGT 810.
Thank you.
Wow,
so,
this is nice.
Autopilot in.
Autopilot is engaged and checked.
Thank you. We are going to go on LNAV.
Yeah.
LNAV. LNAV green.
First we go direct to.
Checklist
2992. Passing 73 now.
Plus 20.
Okay. APU stopped, AC pump off, checklist is complete.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. Yes, green.
Albanian 520, we're now course to Dallas.
Roger.
Dallas.
Thessaloniki, and you keep Tirana for now.
Morning, Skopje radar identified, just pass level 155. Confirm final level 270.
We do confirm 270 final Albanian 520.
Copy, Roger. Climb flight level 270.
Thank you.
Check 70 is set up now.
Check. So our departure was from runway 18 of Tirana with quite a good length, almost 9,000 feet. Departure should be with a DME arc and Odras 1 Alpha. However, since the visibility was very good and there's no cloud coverage or anything, we asked for a visual departure. We kept our heading on the runway, and at about 4,000 feet we start our left turn to pass over the mountains that we saw on our departure. The minimum safe altitude on our sector was 8,100. So within the 25 nautical miles. So what we tried to do, and we did actually, is we passed over the mountains at least 1,000 feet over our MSA. The rest of the route is to go to Dallas, which is the entry point to the Greek airspace. And from there on, we're going to go directly due east through Greece, from passing over Thessaloniki, going towards Alexandroupolis, and then entering the airspace of Turkey. Right now we are flying almost over Skopje. We're going to see Skopje. Actually, we're not going to see Skopje because of the cloud coverage over Skopje. But we can see the factories down, and after that, hopefully, the weather is going to be much better for some more scenic route. So we'll see the approach approach plates of Istanbul as we go on, and just give me 1 second. Yes, please.
520, radar contact just past Dallas, flight level 270, clear to destination via Goldo direct.
Direct to Goldo, Albanian 520 to our destination. Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ, καλημέρα. We're now entering Greek airspace. Yes, direct Goldo. Yes.
11 checked.
Altitude capture 2701013 on the squawk. So we're turning left now to go to Goldo. I'm getting the rate. Goldo is checked. Okay. P3 on the time, and the fuel check is 5150 we have on board, and we have burned 1,350.
Arkia 991, standby.
So our estimate arrival at Istanbul is 0939. Let's see how we are on the schedule. So we are on a 146-300, which is our EFIS version of the 146. The other two aircrafts we have is 146-100 and 200, which are complete analog. The 300 is bigger and a little bit more advanced in electronics. As I said, it has EFIS on both sides, and also the instrumentation, the engine instrumentation is in electronic form. We have also a bigger speed limit. The speed limit on this is 0.72 Mach, while on the other aircrafts is a little bit less than that. And our altitude, our maximum altitude is also a little bit higher than the others. Well, we're obviously now at 27,000 feet, and we're going to do the instrument walk around a few minutes later. For the time being, I can show you around the paperwork of the aircraft and what we have done up until this time, until we got up to this flight level, and what we will be doing in the future. So if you follow me here, the first thing that is done is starting from refueling. We check our weather conditions, we check our load of passengers, and while we're still on operations, we are ordering our fuel, and the engineers are coming to the aircraft first, of course, and they're putting the fuel that we're asking. We get the receipt and get the liters, and because of the fact that this aircraft has all instruments showing kilograms, we have to convert everything into kilograms. Usually it's an amount of 0.79 times the liters that we have. So what I have done on the technical log of the aircraft is take the uplift, which is this in liters, and put it on times 0.79, and we get the total kilograms. This is what we had left over from last night, from our colleague last night, and this is what we actually had in the cockpit when we entered the cockpit this morning. So we should do a addition of these two, and we should get this one. If something is wrong with this addition, there's something wrong, and we have to investigate what is going on. The rest that we have on the aircraft log is obviously date and routing and the number, the flight number, previous hours, previous landings, the engine oil, how much we have put in during the night and how much we have on board, the fuel as we discussed, the hydraulics, we didn't put any, for example, today, and the signature of our engineer and the captain's acceptance at the end. The load sheet is prepared electronically as far as the weights are concerned. is preparing this for us, which includes the flight number, the aircraft registration, the crew configuration, 2 and 2 for today, date and time of course, total passengers on board, the weight of the aircraft, dry operating weight, total traffic load, that means the passengers and the baggage that we have on board, the zero fuel weight, which is all of these three together, the takeoff fuel, which is, if you remember, 6,500 minus 200 for our taxi, so it's 6,300, gives us our takeoff weight actual, so it's 36.674. The trip fuel is 3,000 more or less, according to our PPS, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and the landing weight according to this is 33,674. Right next to each one is our maximums, and we are supposed to check if it is the actual is below the maximum so that we are safe to depart. The L that you can see here is the limitation that we will have, the first limitation that's going to be reached. So today we are limited on the landing weight, which shouldn't exceed 38 tons, 38 point something, and we have 33, so we're far within. And this comes to confirm, underload before last minute changes is 4,654. So that means we could take another 4.5 tons on our aircraft until we reach the limit for our landing. This NOTOC is notice to captain, and in that notice is anything that the captain needs to know, like dogs, like live animals on the bay, like human remains on the bay, dangerous goods, or anything else that we would need to know for the safety of the flight. As you see, we have nothing today with us. A very important matter on this flight, on every flight of course, but today, because we cannot have it on our normal load and trim sheet, we have it manually, also prepared by Tirana Airport, is our load and trim sheet, which again we have the details of our flight, and according to the passenger sitting on each zone, which zones are shown here. We have 9 passengers on zone A, 16, 20, 9 and 0. So they come down from the index unit, which is 181 for this aircraft, coming down to the fuel reference line, which is followed like this, coming down to the envelope of our aircraft, which as you see is in the middle and quite safe and good. So that gives us our trim for the elevator for our takeoff, which was the one we used on our takeoff data card. Now, after all this, we are coming to the flight part. Our PPS, our actual navigation plan, which again has our details, our flight number, the crew, the aircraft, the routing, the standard time of departure, and today we had just 5 minutes of delay, and our airborne time was 08:13. All this we don't need to do because, as we saw, we have it all in the load sheet, and the fuel is according to the figures that we have in the load sheet. It is given to us our best flight level, which is 270, which is the one we're having, and the reason for that is the time, which is going to be less than a higher altitude, but also the trip fuel. As we go further down, we have here the ATC routing that we're following, and further down the speeds for our takeoff, the passenger load, the STAP that we discussed before, the actual takeoff mass, which is 37 tons, and the temperature that we are putting in our TMS. We are going to talk about the TMS on the way back from Istanbul as we do the instrumentation. The the 80s of departure. Actually, there's no 80s in Tirana, but it's the actual weather of Tirana. And after that, we put here the actual takeoff time and the time over that we should be over each station. Over Talas, which is, as we said, the entry point of the Greek airspace, we took a time check. We should be there at 8:37. We were at 8:33, which is a lot better because of the visual approach, the visual departure that we did. And our fuel is, as you see, about 50 kilos less from what we were expecting to burn at that time. We are going to take one more fuel check at Doldo, which is the entry point into Turkish airspace, just to see what's going on time-wise and fuel-wise. That just about covers the paperwork. We'll talk about the instrumentation as we are going to be coming back from Istanbul, and we are going to be doing the briefing. Sorry, 1 second. Yes, please. It's cold. Okay, so a bit more heat is good. Okay, we got it. Thank you. We're fine. It's a bit hot in the cabin. You already gave. No, I'm sorry. It's a bit cold. Give him a bit more. Yeah. Thank you. So my colleague is going to be doing the briefing on our Istanbul approach just after we get the 80s. I'm going to try and get the 80s. We should be able to pick it up now, so just give me 1 second to get the 80s.
This is altitude information 00820. Expect ILS approach. Runway news 06 for arrival 36 right for departure. Transmission level 45. Caution, work activity over and around 0. Wind 350 degrees 11 knots. Visibility 6 kilometers. Scattered 3,500 feet. Temperature 05. Dew point 01. QNH 1030. Notice, this was altitude information
0820. ILS runway 06 for arrival, 36 right for departure. Transition level 45, birds in the vicinity. Wind is 350 degrees, 11 knots, 6 kilometers, scattered at 3,500, 5 degrees, 1 dew point, 1030 on the QNH. Ground 06.
1030 on the QNH.
Okay. Okay, just put it down here. The minimums. We're gonna get it when we get the weight. MSA highest one is 5,000 feet.
My name is Frank. I'm the flying pilot. On this flight we are not going to set the weight or to bug the speed for the weight, 35 tons here. So we are going to land flag 33, which gives us 115 plus 5, 120, 115 plus 20, 135. 170 and 180. Set on my side.
Okay, set on my side as well. So let me put down here ERF 115. Okay.
Thank you.
And let's go with the approach, the briefing.
So the arrival expected is probably to be an Eki-1 Bravo.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll be able to put it on the FMS.
We'll put it just after we finish the
routing is probably going to be Dennis, Imren, and then the ILX on runway 06.
So just for everybody to be able to see it, after Eki, take your duck, we're going down Eki 1 Bravo, from Eki to Denise, Denise to Imren, and after that left turn to go to Atkos, and then we're gonna go on the approach plate.
Okay, so it's going to be an ILS DME on runway 06 in Istanbul. It's plate 11-1, 16th of March 07. So frequency 110.3. Final approach course 055. I'm going to set on both nav. Glide slope check at 1500 feet, which is going to be at D.4 from Istanbul. We descend towards minima of 293.
Okay, so 293 and 393 for the final pull out.
And the DH on the 200.
200 that we're setting on our screen. You can see it in blue on the screen.
Which is set.
Okay.
And cross check. Okay, airport elevation is 163 for the pressurization.
Okay.
Okay, the MSA that interests us first is 3,000 feet.
Yes.
And 3.5 in case of missed approach. Okay. So we intercept at 2,600, descending on a gradient of 3 degrees.
Right.
Okay, we expect to see lights and uppies on both sides. In case of missed approach, we climb straight ahead to 1,500 feet on a 053 radial of Istanbul 112.5, which will be on standby but back up. And we go to Bravo Kilo Zulu. It's going to be a teardrop entry in the port climbing to 4,000 feet. Do you have any question?
Fine. The only thing I would like to say is we put also this
340
and during the approach I'm keeping this as standby.
Yes.
I'm having the ILS as number 1. I'm keeping this as standby.
Yep.
You're keeping Istanbul 1125 as a standby.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So let me put here. So flight plan, menu, arrive, runway 06, which is number 1, enter. Arrival is Eki1 Bravo, which is number 2, enter. Approach, ILS runway 06, which is number 2, enter. And the transition is Atkos, number 1, enter. Going to flight plan. And we have Eki Deniz, Imren, Atkos, CI06, FI06, runway 06, and the missed approach, go to the holding, and that's it. Okay, so we have the whole thing in the LNAV.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning from the flight deck. My name is Vasilis Gourgouras. I'm the captain for this flight. Would like to welcome you aboard on flight 520 to the airport of Atatürk in Istanbul. We're now cruising at 27,000 feet. Outside the temperature is at minus 25 degrees on the Celsius scale, while our speed now is 68% of the speed of sound, approximately 800 kilometers an hour. At that speed, we're expecting to reach Atatürk Airport in approximately 25 minutes. The weather at Istanbul is good with scattered clouds and temperature at 5 degrees Celsius. On our departure from Tirana, we passed over the mountains over Mount Daidi, and we left the city of Tirana on the left-hand side. After that, over Skopje, which unfortunately we couldn't see too much because of fog, into Greek airspace, leaving the city of Thessaloniki on the right-hand side. We are just now leaving Greek airspace, and behind us to the right is the island of Samothraki. As we continue, we are going to pass over Tekirdağ and then over the Sea of Marmara to land on runway 06 of Istanbul Atatürk Airport. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce to you the rest of my crew. Up here in the cockpit is my colleague, Mr. Frank Rosnan, taking us to Istanbul today. In the cabin responsible for your safety and service, our cabin chief, Ms. Oshafi, is assisting her duties by Ms. Koni. We would like to thank you for flying with Albanian Airlines. We hope to see you in one of our next flights. Istanbul, Günaydın, Albanian 520 is with you, descending flight level 170, passing now 202.
Albanian 520, roger sir, descend to level 100, radius speed 250.
Okay, descending flight level 100, reducing speed 250 knots, Albanian 520.
Affirm.
Okay.
Approach Azerbaijan 075 region.
And I'm going to identify Istanbul. If you want, you can switch on to nav 1 so you can hear the nav 1 frequency for the identification. So what we're doing, we're identifying the Morse code of Istanbul, 2 dots, 3 dots, and 1 dash. Identified, good.
6320, proceed to Sivli.
And start.
Direct to Sivli, Turkish 320.
APU starting.
Okay. Albany 520, turn left heading 090, establish localizer runway 06.
Left heading 090, establish on the localizer runway 06, Albanian 520.
FM Turkish 571, turn right heading 030, clear for Lisa approach runway 06.
Turning right heading 030, clear to Lisa approach runway 06, Turkish 571.
FM.
We're low, don't need it.
Departure iyi günler. Atlassian 4012 is level.
Atlassian 4012, good morning, identify, climb level 160.
1029, 4800.
Take on after 160, Atlassian.
Now,
plus 20.
check. APU started, fuel panel is
6304, descend altitude 4000
both for
feet,
VLPs.
proceed at course. 6304, proceed at course, descend altitude 4000 feet, 102.
Direct out cost is at 4000, 6304.
Okay, VL arc.
Okay.
Temperature is 0 degree, engine anti-ice.
Engine anti-ice.
6304, descend level 60.
Confirm, descending
And we have been clear for
6304.
approach. VL
60 guys, so descend
is
altitude 4000 feet.
Descending 4000 feet, 1029, 6304.
6320, change up for
I'm going to let
1264.
my speed decrease to 210.
Okay, we have no
Ignore,
more.
Atlassian
Oh yeah,
4012.
we are a little bit far maybe.
Right turn heading 090, change up for 1264.
09012
And
64, bye bye.
78.
Goodbye. 6571 Tower 1181.
181 Tower, contact Turkish 571, bye bye.
Goodbye.
So approach checks complete, landing to go.
Thank you.
Traffic 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock now, and 1000 below us. Localizer is captured.
Okay. That's confirmed.
Okay, so
I'm
you
going
can
to
go
final
to
approach
ILS.
safety.
Albany 520, confirm speed now.
230 is instructed.
Okay, I've got the ILS on my side.
Okay, and the heading to follow the ILS.
Albany
520, reduce speed 190.
Okay, reducing 190 knots, Albanian 520. Idle.
Yeah, done.
Okay.
And wait a little bit.
Runway 700. Turkish 462 Istanbul, good morning, identified. Climb level 60.
Climbing level 60, Turkish 462.
Okay, flaps 18,
Good night, Albany 520, clear ADS runway 06, change tower 181.
Clear for the LS and tower 18 one way.
Goodbye.
Check.
Roger, Turkish 1505, keep heading, climbing 90.
Good morning.
Tower, good night, Turkish 620, from the LS.
Let's up captured.
6304, continue for 06.
Okay, airport
Lights up is
620.
green.
Set arm.
4000 set now.
Full tower, Foxtrot, Fox Peter, Foxtrot, again with you.
Gear.
Fox, Fox, Victor India, Fox, go ahead.
From
down.
full 300 feet shoreline, requested to Yannick Capri, over and about.
Roger, report over Yeni Kapı.
Go back over.
Gears down and 3 green.
Cross check.
Brakes
Fox, India,
are
Fox,
yellow
confirm.
and checked.
Follow the seaside.
Confirm, proceeding to the shoreline.
Roger.
Albanian 520 is with you, fully established, 10 miles out.
Traction 389 is Papa. Affirm, line up and wait 36 right.
Line up over 836 right, fraction 389 Papa.
Albanian 520 is with you, fully established, 9 miles out.
Albanian 520, confirm.
520, we do confirm, 9 miles out, runway 06.
Roger, continue approach 06.
Roger, continue approach.
Tower 4,
Okay,
X-ray,
there is
Charlie
another
Papa Yankee,
aircraft,
holding short,
flaps
36 right.
24 please.
Speed
Point
check, flaps
Charlie
24.
Papa Yankee, hold short 36 left.
Landing checks.
Holding short,
Landing
36
checks.
left.
Traction 389 Papa, cleared for takeoff 36 right, 0108, not airborne 1211.
So landing checks are
Airport
altimeter NH
111, takeoff 36 right,
1090.
fraction 389
Cabin is secure
Papa.
inward. AC pump is auto. Gear is down to green.
Cross check.
Brakes are checked. APU air
571, change
is
118.
on. Engine air is off.
060108 now.
You need this?
Not anymore.
Okay, engine anti-ice is off.
Thank you.
Lights to go, flaps to go, 33.
Yeah. Okay, I still have it on the TCAS there.
Yeah, he's 5 miles.
Yeah.
A bit of Yannick Capri south, 5 miles to your station, over and about 300 feet.
Okay, in case of misapproach, just to remind, it's straight ahead, 1500 feet.
Confirm,
5,000,
proceeding
4,000.
Atakköy.
Yeah, climbing 1500 feet, climbing first, and then 4000.
Okay.
Okay, report short final. 6304, change 118.
128, 604.
Albanian 520, cleared to land runway 060110 knots.
Clear land runway 06, say again the wind.
010 degrees, 10 knots.
01010. Okay, 01010.
Flaps 30.
30 selected.
Şu an broçer dinlemede kalın, arayacağım efendim.
It's completed.
Landing checklist now complete with the lights on and the
Flor üzeri 500 feet, buradan
informed.
heliport olacak.
We're landing at the very
Sadece şu
beginning.
beklemedeyiz.
Anlaşıldı, arayacağım.
Approaching minimums.
Okay, autopilot disconnect.
Check.
Hold short,
Minimums,
Charlie Papa
decide.
Yankee, holding short.
Decision is landing. Check.
Minimums.
100. Air brakes.
Brake is out. 50, 40, 30, land. 30, 20, 10.
Engine approach runway 06, 075.
Got it.
Atlaset 080, günaydınlar, bitiyor.
That's 80, hold short 36 right.
Hold short, 36 right, Atlaset 080.
Morning Albanian 520, continue via Papa 1 and Foxtrot 2, stand number 2.
Papa 1, Foxtrot 2 and stand number 2 for Albanian 520.
After landing checks, I know where it is.
Okay. After landing check, radar is off. Okay, air brakes and leaf spoiler are on, flaps are coming to 0, radar is off, transponder is on standby, engine anti-ice are off, TMS is off, light and strobes off, and we are on taxi, brakes are
yellow check.
Back on yellow.
And the follow me is in sight.
Yeah, so it's last one over there, or
yes.
nearly last one.
Flight bars off. And everybody has stopped. So
Come man, 12 ready for taxi.
912 taxi 1.36 right, Echo 1 Hotel Golf 1.
This is right, Echo 1 Hotel Golf 1, 912. Malaysian 31 request taxi.
Malaysian 31 holding point 36 right via Foxtrot 1 Hotel Golf 1.
Lights when you went.
Just 1 second.
Malaysian 31, give the way,
Number 2 identified, lights off, we're clear on the left.
Giving way to Air Astana Malaysian 31.
Yes, 913 are number 1, continue taxi and change tower 118.1, goodbye.
118.1, there's no 917 to go.
Control.
You control.
Control, Qatari 480 navigated.
Qatari 480, registration Alpha Take Alpha Delta
Sent.
Checked.
Qatari 480, tower.
Check.
Qatari 480 navigated.
Check my control.
Registration, please.
Hello.
Qatari 480, tower. Request registration.
V1. Rotate.
I don't have it. I cannot listen.
And a positive climb. Gear selected.
Tower Qatari 480.
Yes.
Qatari 480, how do you reach us?
Thank you.
Read you 155, Qatari 480.
Past 500, autopilot in please.
Everything is 2926.
Yes, and heading.
Alpha Delta November 2926, registration altitude 4,500 feet 1028.
Descending altitude 4,500 feet, KNH 1028, audience 2928.
Alpha Delta November 2926, descend 3,000 feet, clear approach runway 064 Gökçen via 10 miles, report established.
Descending altitude 3,000 feet, cleared for 80 Tango.
Turkey 75.
So, flaps should go off for now. Start my acceleration a bit.
KLM 1613, ready to speed 250.
So we are on the climb out of Istanbul, going to Tirana, and we can see this on our FMS. We're going to Vaden. Check. We're going to Vaden, and if we see the flight plan, we just passed Fener, going to Vaden, and then the rest of the points that I'm going to show you on the FMS. So if we start from the most simple thing, which is our clock, we go up to the speed indicator. Right now we're climbing with a speed of about 290 knots, miles per hour, and that is translated into 0.65 Mach, which is the speed of sound. Our ideal climb would be at 0.60 of the speed of sound. However, we do have a delay on our departure, and instead of climbing faster, we decided to climb a little slower, but with a greater speed so that we catch up on our delay. So 0.65 is our speed for our max speed, 290 indicated airspeed. This is our altitude indicator on IFIS configuration, and the little things that we can see here is the autopilot, which is in green, which tells us that the autopilot is engaged. 1000 to go. The altitude in white means that the altitude is armed. So that means whenever we're reaching our altitude, the autopilot is going to capture and follow the altitude we have selected. We are on IAS mode, indicated airspeed mode. So the autopilot is following the airspeed that I have selected. And we are on lateral navigation, which means that the autopilot is following the flight management system and whatever is programmed into that. The FD bars in crosshair are showing us whatever the autopilot is following, and this little diamond is telling us the position of the FMS in actually tells us that we are exactly at the point that we want to be, which is the FMS point and the FMS routing. We are now reaching our altitude, the altitude clear 2. Okay, actually we're not reaching. We have been cleared now to flight level 240, so we are continuing our climb. We would be leveling off at 220, we just be cleared to flight level 240, so we are just continuing our climb through to 21,900 to go to flight level 240. For today and for this route of the flight, our final altitude is going to be flight level 280. So we're crossing now 220, and that is always on QNH of 1013, which is the international QNH for standard flight. The standby horizon is working on battery, so that means that whatever happens to the rest of the aircraft, as long as we have the battery and we have half an hour's flight on battery power, it has an ILS built in, so even if everything else goes out, we have half an hour and we're safe to do an ILS procedure on battery power. The standby altimeter, I'm still keeping the QNH of the ground where we departed, so at least we have a general knowledge of more or less the QNH that we have on the ground. Even if it's 1028 or 1027, it cannot be too far away from 1013. So we're keeping the ground QNH throughout our flight until we get a new QNH on our destination. Continuing to the left, this is our vertical speed indicator. It's showing us now 500 feet per minute climb, and it's built-in, a TCAS is built in, that is a traffic collision avoidance system. So whatever airplane is going to be on our radar, it's going to be shown within 12 nautical miles range. Then as we go down to our navigation display, as you can see, we are turning 260. Okay, 260 final then. 260. Check.
It's set and out.
Thank you. So we are just now turning to go to Mavad. We're passing over Vaden, the next point Mavad, and the aircraft is turning by itself. So we're putting the heading back to approximately where we are going to be leveling off. Now here we can see our wind, where the wind is coming from. So the wind is coming from forward and a little bit to the right at 41 knots. So the VOR is indicated on the left-hand side. That means that this green arrow here is showing us a VOR, which VOR is the one selected on the nav 1 side, which is the Istanbul VOR. I'm gonna put now the frequency of Plovdiv 114.9, and the VOR of Plovdiv is going to be shown on the green arrow, which tells us it's directly ahead of us. Also, this blue line is the VOR that we're following. So on VOR 1 we have Plovdiv. Plovdiv is right here, and these are the to and from courses of the VOR. The circles you see right here are the nearest airports. To the left is Alexandroupolis, which is on the Greek airspace, and Burgas on the right hand side in Bulgarian airspace. The closest VOR is Eki, Tekirdağ, in Turkish airspace. And as we continue, we're going to be seeing to the left and right the nearest VORs and airports. On the left and top is our selected heading, so that is what the heading bag is showing. So if I change the heading bag, you can see also the numbers changing on the left. On white, you can see the distance of the next point, which is shown in magenta. So from point Velba, which is our next point, we are 178 miles away. The top right corner tells us which lateral mode is selected. So we have selected LNAV1, which is lateral navigation 1, which means that the autopilot is following the lateral navigation, our FMS. And on second course, I have selected VOR1, which means that whatever VOR I have selected on my side is going to be depicted in blue on this side. I could select VOR2, which I would be selecting whatever Frank is having on his side. Frank has selected a VOR which is quite far away, so we don't have the reception of that. That's why it is in red. So I keep VOR1 on my side. We are descending. VS is engaged. And continue to flight level 260. So going further down, these are our brakes, yellow and green brake. And if I press right now, you can see the brake pressure.
Sorry? Okay, just wait for another 5 minutes.
So as I said, if I brake on the left hand side, you can see the brake pressure on the left. If I switch system and I go on the green side, you can see it on the right. The terrain display indicator is here, which means when the radar is on, we can have a terrain displayed on our screen. We're going to have a good look at it when we're actually I can do it right now. Okay, this is the normal depiction of the radar for weather. If I press terrain display, I'm getting all the terrain underneath us. This is based on GPS facts. It's taking from our FMS the GPS position, and it depicts all the obstacles underneath us, 1,000 to go. So that means in about 10 miles we have a hill, a mountain, which is visible underneath. I don't need it, of course, at this altitude, so I'm switching off, and since the weather is clean, I'm switching off also the radar. Engine instruments for each engine, 4 engines, 4 rows. N1, TGT, the temperature of the engine. N2, fuel flow, and if I press, also the fuel used. The fuel we have in our left hand side, on the left wing, and fuel we have on the right wing. engine vibration on for each engine, and this is the manual setting on the N1 ref that we should be showing. So even if we have a failure of our TMS, we can still fly manually and put it on the correct value. Acquiring. This is now the altitude acquiring, tells us that we're approaching the altitude, and the autopilot is now capturing the altitude that we have selected. Flashing means we're doing it, and steady means we have captured the altitude. So we were at the engines, and we can have a look on the oil temperature, oil pressure, and oil quantity for each engine. The flap indicator tells us at which selection the flaps are, and the roll spoilers which tells us in a turn, like for example now, if I start a turn, you see the roll spoilers coming in, and now on the other side, the other one coming in. LNAV selected again, LNAV green. LNAV green. We're gonna keep a high speed so that we counter out for our delay. So the gear, obviously everybody can understand, up is up, down is down, and the action is you pull and get it down. There is a safety switch here that you have to pull before you select the gear down. Our speed card, and this is the TMS I was talking about. This is the equipment we use to give us an aid, some help on our takeoff, on our climb, and now on our cruise. We now have it on sync mode, which means it's synchronizing our engines on a master engine, which we select 1 or 2. It's always on number 1. So it's selecting number 1 engine, N1, to synchronize. So whatever engine number 1 has, the other 3 will slowly come and follow the number 2 engines. The number 2 engine. Our analog pressurization is working in comparison to the other instrument we have up on top, which you can see up here. We are selecting a 1013 pressurization and the flight level that we are going to be. So for example, we had selected 280 for our flight level. However, we got a restriction from Istanbul to stay at flight level 260. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select flight level 260. And if you follow me down, you can see the pressurization coming down at 500 feet per minute to be coming down to a flight, an altitude selected automatically by the pressurization controller. So we're going to be going down up until 6,800 feet. We are now at 7,500. 7,500. So the pressurization is going to bring the cabin down to 6,800 to follow the cabin. And the most simple instrument is our outside air temperature gauge, which is showing us the temperature just outside. On Frank's side, we have exactly the same instruments as on the captain's side, so nothing else to say there. Our FMS is fully compatible and fully coupled with our autopilot, so that's why we're following the LNAV, the lateral navigation, to take us to whatever we have programmed on the ground. Our VOR frequencies are going up here, so I have Plovdiv as a primary, and just give another one. Scene is 114.5. Okay, so that's going to be our next frequency. I'm still keeping Plovdiv on my side, which we set down until we pass it, so that we can keep one frequency for something we're passing behind, one frequency on Frank's side for a frequency that we have in front of us, so that even if our lateral navigation fails, we can still have a track on VOR on where we're going and what we're leaving behind us. The autopilot control is here. This green line tells us that the autopilot is engaged. Alt white means that the altitude is captured and we're following the altitude that we have. And LNAV, as we said, is the lateral navigation. We're following the FMS orders. We have here the course for navigation 1, which in this case is Plovdiv, and nav 2, in which case it is Sierra India November. That is on Frank's side, and split means that each one has his own. If I put nav 1, Frank also gets what I'm seeing on the left. Nav 2, I'm seeing what Frank is getting on the right. Our selected altitude, and this is the most tricky part of the 146, is different than most airplanes that I know. After you select an altitude, and actually I can go down to 260 now. So let's say I select 260. If I want to go to 260, it's gonna do nothing until I arm it. If I don't arm it, the autopilot is just keeping this altitude. If I don't arm it, the autopilot is not going to capture the altitude and we're going to go straight through the altitude. So I'm arming that, and if you follow me down, I'm using pitch to tell the aircraft, to tell the autopilot, go down. So I am going down slightly, and now I am going down. As you see, the autopilot is acquiring and capturing the altitude that I gave him, flight level 260. If by mistake I didn't arm the altitude, we would go straight through 260 and go straight down until we found out and we correct it. So in my humble opinion, this is the most dangerous thing on the autopilot of this aircraft. Very careful to arm it when you're selecting an altitude. This is why we have the double check by both pilots. 260, set arm, keep your finger there until the other pilot confirms 260 is checked. Both sides have FD bars, and both pilots are keeping them on while in flight. And this is more or less it on the lower side of the cockpit. Obviously, 4 engines, 4 thrust levers on the lower side. The air brake, which in this aircraft is very, very good and very effective. You're most probably going to have a chance to see it on the landing. The flaps with 18, 24, 30 and 33 degrees indications. And the trims, nose, rudder, elevator and aileron trim. As we go further down, indirect publicity, as we're going down, we have the parking brake, pull to park, we have the TICAS, we have again autopilot control and yaw damper control. So this is where we engage the autopilot from, the pitch and roll control of the autopilot, and yaw damper 1, yaw damper 2. The ADFs that we're using, HF frequency which we are not using, and the brake temperature indicators. You can have a test if you want. This is how we test off and the actual brake temperature. You can have outer left 31, inner left 46 degrees Celsius, inner right 65 degrees Celsius, 60 degrees outer right, but we always keep it on max, which this is what we basically care about. That more or less covers the lower part, and the top part, if you don't really mind, we're going to do a little bit later. Thank you.
Social Control, good afternoon, Lufthansa 758, level 330.
Albanian standard arrival. However, we're not going to do the standard arrival since it is visual and they are allowing us, they have already cleared us direct to Tango Roma November. So we're coming more or less from this direction, not over Rodas directly, but a little bit further north. We're going to be coming over the VOR and we're going to be passing over the airport on a left turn, left base, and then turn final to runway 36. 1000 to go. Very nice.
I'm going maybe to push for the switching to Lati.
42 is the point where he switches us. So if he doesn't do it in the next 4 or 5 miles, you can tell him.
Approaching, yeah. Albanian 51 approaching 7000.
Avasanos.
521 standby.
Told you, Avasanos.
Yeah.
Heading selected.
Heading green.
And I'm going on VL now.
7 mile side. And arc.
Bringing the speed down. At 7,000 feet over the airport is not a visual approach anymore, it's a drop down.
I think, yeah, you will have to go on a little bit further down. Huh? Okay, I'm going to start the APU now.
Yes, please do. And let's go with the approach.
Altimeter is 1024.
Let's go flaps 18.
Albanian 521, report established on left downwind for 36, descent to 5,000 feet.
Report left downwind 36, descent 5,000 feet, Albanian 521.
And I'm hand flying from here.
Okay, so going on the checklist, APU is started and APU power is available. Fuel panel are set and HSI Vorlock.
Yes, sir.
Both sides. Thank you. It's completed. Next landing.
Gear down.
Speed checked, gear down selected.
Approach 6000 to Retro Lima Bravo Yankee 121.
1225, thanks for your use, bye-bye.
Flaps 30.
Speed check, flaps 30 selected.
Tina, good afternoon, Lima Bravo Yankee 331. Passing for 1,400 feet.
Altitude. Check 1,000, stabilizing now. Okay, we're now on path. Flaps to land 500, because we stay in the center of my
team.
I see. Lights off, please. Off. All of them. Thank you.
Okay, so hello, I'm Jean Arnaud Caille, I'm French and I'm flying for Albanian Airlines since approximately 2 years. I'm first officer for this company, and today we will fly the flight Tirana-Bologna, departure from runway 18 with a setting of flaps 24 for takeoff. And now I will proceed for the briefing. So it's a right anti-takeoff runway 18 full length with pack 1 and 2 on, APUR off, engine air off, engine anti-ice off, continuous ignition off, flex takeoff 88%, flaps 24, and radar will be on just for birds, and that's all. Up to 80 knots is our first can call stop for any malfunction, block runway fire. Between 80 knots and V1 I will advise you for any problem and you will take the decision to call stop. If either of us call stop, you take control, select ground idle, max braking, leaf spoiler out. I will monitor your actions, say yellow over green, ground idle selected, leaf spoiler out, maintain wheel level and advise to where we are stopping.
Okay.
After V1 and below 600 feet, no action, you just raise the gear, cancel warning. Above 600 feet, I will ask you to restate emergency and perform memory items. We will proceed in a right and circuit 2000 feet. We are not overweight today, so we can proceed for landing. You will treat the failure during the downwind, and then we come back to land on runway 18.
Okay.
Normal departure, so it will be certainly DRS 1 Alpha departure on track 167 up to 10 nautical miles, then DME 12 DME to DRS. But I will ask, you will ask direct to DRS or PAPIs as soon as possible.
Okay.
Faster. We will retract the flaps at 1,500 feet.
Okay.
We will start the flaps from 24 to 18, and then I will wait for 3,000 to accelerate to VFTO and
takeoff thrust is set. Airspeed's alive.
check.
80 knots.
My control.
Your control. V1, rotate. V2, pause the brake.
Gear up.
Selected.
Indicated airspeed.
Albanian 226, airborne times 08, contact Tirana 13315. Titne Mirmor pass.
13315, did Nemir, Albanian 226, pass.
That's clear, climb to flight level 220.
It's cleared, flight level 220, Albanian 5226. We've been cleared to the right?
No.
No? Any chance we can take a right turn to go towards DRS?
To Papis, approved direct.
Papis direct approved, Albanian 226.
Accelerating.
Okay.
Flaps 18.
TGT.
And flaps 18 when you can.
Okay, speed is good, flaps 18.
Slowly. And VFTO, flaps up.
Flaps selected up. Complete. Radars off. started towards the city of Vieste. We took a right turn after our takeoff. We went to Vieste, and now we're just about halfway between Vieste and Ancona. So let me just change the page, get a better view of this. We are now passing just outside Pescara. We're gonna leave Pescara on the left hand side. Leave also Ancona a little bit to the right of us. Also Rimini a little bit to the right to go to Urban. After Urban we're gonna go towards Forlì to continue to Bologna, which is our destination for today. The visibility today in Bologna is about 2 kilometers. Hopefully it's not going to get any worse than that. So I'm going to show you a bit the approach plates that we're going to use. So on our arrival to Bologna, as we said, we're coming over Forlì, and the arrival takes us directly over the airport of Forlì, the airport of Bologna, then going on the standard arrival outbound until 12 DME of Bologna, then with a left turn to go to Point Adolo, where the approach is starting. We'll see the approach immediately now. We're going to do an ILS for runway 12 in Bologna. Yes, ILS 12 in Bologna. ILS Papa is the one we're usually doing. So as we said, we're going to come over Bologna on the arrival, come around and come to Point Adolo. After Adolo we're going to continue down on the ILS. You're going to see it more detailed as my colleague Mr. Kaiji is going to do the approach briefing. All I'm going to show you now is the initial routing, and I'm going to invite you to set up the arrival on the FMS today, so you get an idea of how to put it in if you're ever trying to do that. So we decided on arrival from Forlì. It's Forlì 1 November. So let's go. Forlì 1 November, ILS runway 12 on the FMS. 12 is the one selected, so we put 1 here and we enter it. The selected arrival, as we discussed, is going to be Forlì 1 November. So number 6, and enter it. Enter again. ILS 12 is number 2. Enter. And the transition is via Adolo. 1, enter. We press flight plan, and we go to flight plan to see exactly what has been put through. Forlì, Bologna, and then the point 316 Lima, which corresponds to this point, 12 DME from Bologna. Then, as you can see here, left turn, which indicated by the arrow, course 114, which is this, to Adolo. Then it's giving us a holding over Adolo, as indicated in the arrival, in the approach. So it's already taking a left holding pattern over Adolo. That's what the aircraft is going to do if we don't change anything. If we do not need the holding, or if we're straight in approach, we're going to just erase that on the way down. I'm erasing ILS, and then after Adolo it's the initial fix, the outer marker, and runway 12. Then we have the missed approach as described in the ILS procedure, and at the end we just erase the broken link. So we're ready now for our approach. After we get the weather, which Jacques is going to be getting now, and we are going to put on navigation on nav 2 so that you can hear it as well and see how the weather is. We're going to get the weather, and then after we get the weather, Jacques is going to proceed with the approach briefing for the arrival and give us the latest details. So let's go on VHF 2 to get the weather. It's information November.
This is Airlines terminal information November. Runway 13, category 1. Transition level 70. Net report at 1345. Wind 070 degrees. 04 knots. Visibility 2,000 meters. Mist broken 800 feet. Broken 2,000 feet. Temperature 73.5. QNH 1019. QFE 1015. Informed alone on initial contact you have received information November. Albanian 226, descend to 3,000 feet.
Down 3,000 feet, Albanian 226.
3,000.
3,000 checked. Nosewheel steering is center at 500.
Thank you. And runway inside decision is landing.
Okie doke. Approaching minimums.
Check. Pilot disconnect.
One ignition is on, engine anti-ice is off.
Minimums.
100.
Brake out.
Brake is out.
Ali 1318, line up and wait 12.
Line up and wait, runway 10, Italia 1318.
10, 5, 0.
Fuck.
Yellow, green, ground idle, and I have control. The brakes are checked on yellow.
80 knots.
You can lock it. Thank you.
926, vacate via Foxtrot.
Vacate via Foxtrot.
Lights off, please.
Lights off. Clear right and left.
In caso di perdita accidentale della pressione in cabina, le maschere d'ossigeno caderanno automaticamente dal pannello sopra di voi. In questo caso tirate la maschera per attivare il flusso dell'ossigeno, mettetela sul viso in modo da coprire naso e bocca, respirate normalmente. Just the dash device are migliori sicuri, mixing in birth ahead. Test protect, cotomanure. Ogni sedile dispone di una cintura di sicurezza la quale si può allacciare e slacciare in questo modo. Viene tenuto il telefono guida e istruzioni di sicurezza da oggi non c'è patente di dove provato. Siete pregati di leggere attentamente con le istruzioni di sicurezza disponibili nelle tasche del sedile davanti a voi. Jacket dash potem dove post places to oil in arrest emergency vision in jacket on kako kappa e fleur. Jedynie report transmitted. Përpara se të dilni nga avioni të hiqni tokëzat e kuqe për ta fërë xhaketën në mënyrë automatike tubat e gomës së limojnë për fëre të mëtejshme. Ju falenderojmë për vëmendjen e urojmë futurin të këndshëm. Sedete salvagente dalla tasca sotto il vostro sedile, indossatelo per la testa senza gonfiarlo. Allacciate la cinghia attorno alla vita legandola con la fibbia. Prima di abbandonare l'aereo attraverso le uscite, tirate le lamelle rosse verso il basso. Se fosse necessario, soffiate negli appositi tubi di gomma. Vi ringraziamo della gestione e vi auguriamo un piacevole volo con noi. Keeping current flight crash report.
Che ho potuto fare come l'ho fatto? Io, siccome
Francamente ricordo, io ti ritardo grazie no perché io ci vengo a fare ste cacce.
lui mi ha dato 2 volte, aveva un premio, 2 punti.
Ma è anche che da solo, ma è anche richiamato e poi dici.
Se lo sfrutto questi anni, trovato una tenuta della storia vecchia.
Quale storia? Quale storia? Stamattina che incidente ho visto, uno andando in ufficio alle 7. Certo, chiacchiere non è. Ma è chiaro che non è giusto così. Ma la Cristiana l'altra sera, io l'ho ascoltata, che era piena di Erika. Credo che ho trovato la brigata d'estate da 30 stati. Allora ti ricordare. Collega penso il centro di Airlines e poi si è separato e con l'altra parte chiappato e partito è dato. La mosca si era andata alla caccia?
Zonja Airlines 3 Për sigurisë tuaj dhe atë të pasagjerëve të tjerë jeni të lutur të qëndroni të ulur. Merrni pas sigurimit të mbërthyer derisa shenja korresponduese.
I hope you enjoy the flight to Bologna. From Bologna, we had him as a passenger on the return flight, and it was nice, quiet. So I hope he travels with us again, and it's not just a one-time thing. But actually, I see we have him on our flight to Athens, so most probably he was not so much scared. So let's go with the Athens flight. Well, it's where I come from, so it's gonna be my leg to go back home. It's gonna take us about 1 hour, and the weather is excellent. There's no bumps, there's no headwinds or anything, so we should be doing it in 1 hour. Asking for as many directs as we can, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes when we start the engines. Thank you. Stand by. Stand by for my leg.
Yes.
You think she forgot?
Maybe.
Wow. Excellent. Take your seat. Okay.
Okay, so before takeoff check is complete, runway
Yes,
checks.
now you can put takeoff and departure from tower.
Ready for departure, 310.
Albanian 310, runway 18, clear for takeoff, wind is calm, QNH 1025.
For takeoff, runway 18, Albanian 310, QNH 1025.
Okay, runway is identified, let's go.
Runway
Ready?
check complete, yes, it's ready.
Takeoff. I have control. Takeoff set.
Speed. Knots.
Check my control. Gear up. All the rest.
I selected. I didn't check.
I saw it. It was at 7.7.
Albanian 310, airborne to 11, contact departure 127.5, near option.
275 near Bafsham, Albanian 310.
775, good night, Cleveland, bra gäng. 151, please. 3515. Roger, thank you, copy the information.
Flaps up, please.
Flaps up.
Good evening, Speedbird 633, level 360.
Speedbird 633, Tirana, radar identified, report Mach number, please. Vent 30 and it's flying slower than you, ma'am, so unable to
Picket 1 Charlie.
Picket 1 Charlie, the arrival. 03 left, ILS 03 left. Aegina. Okay, so Corinthos, Aegina, 03 left. 03 left, runway 03 left. Okay, switching here. Let's go with sync, please. Ladies and gentlemen, your captain would like to give you some additional information concerning our route of flight and the weather. We're already started our descent on our way down to the airport. Our speed is approximately 800 kilometers an hour. We expect to be on the ground in the next 20 minutes. Excellent weather conditions for the remaining of the route, and Athens reporting temperature 7 degrees and clear skies. On our departure, we left the city of Tirana on the left-hand side, as well as the city of Elbasan, into Greek airspace over Yanina, leaving on the right the city of Patras, heading towards the city of Corinth, into the area of Athens and the island of Aegina, and then left to the airport of Eleftherios Venizelos. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce to you the rest of my crew. The first of
officer for us today. Our first officer is Mr. Jean Arnokai, and in the cabin responsible for your safety and service. Our cabin chief, Ms. Hodja, is assisting her duties by Mr. Vlosi. We would like to thank you for flying Albanian Airlines. Hope to see you in one of our next flights. Cabin crew, 20 minutes, 7 degrees. Thank you.
Left heading 070 and clear ILS 03 right, Albanian 310.
Gian 663 above 110. Gian 663, continue descent to 8,000 feet, QNH 1027. 8,01027, Gian 663.
Flaps 18.
Speed is check, flaps 18.
Let's give this back to her, please.
Echo 03 right,
But if I can land, I have to wear the gloves. Altitude is captured, 3,000 feet, 1027.
And I change for the ALS also.
Okay.
Nozzle steering centered.
Nozzle steering center on my side as well.
Approaching decision.
Decision is landing, disconnecting the autopilot.
Minimums.
Brake is out.
6083, line up 03 right.
70.
Line up 03 right, left star, 6083.
40, 30, 20, 15, 5, 0.
Yellow, green, ground idle, your tops.
Is Delta 8 is right now? Yes, it's Delta 8. 80 knots.
You can lock it.
Albanian 310, vacate by the Delta 8 and contact 1.
Lights off, please.
Lights off.
Confirm last time was down for 07. Easy 5087, continue, hotel. Albanian 311, wind 010 degrees 10 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 03 right.
Clear for takeoff 03 right, Albanian 311. Okay, lights, runway checks are complete. And the crew is done already.
Okay, you have the aircraft?
I have the control.
Takeoff, you have control.
Roland 53 grammiche grazie, mi dentro right. Grammiche grazie, mi dentro right, Roland 53
80 knots.
My control?
Your control. V1, rotate. V2.
Hopla.
We have positive rate.
Gear up.
Selected.
Empty on, indicated airspeed. Brake out.
Brake is out. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on.
5. Ground idle. Yellow green. I have the aircraft, you have the tops.
311, 311, landed time 14, vacate on river 6 vehicle, expedite locating.
Packet vehicle 311. Not even say what you said.
The pyramid was built by Hoxha, who was for many years, for about I think 40 years, the ruler of the country, and it was built to be a mausoleum for him when he dies. But when he died, nobody really cared, so at the end it just became bar and offices and that kind of stuff.
Hello again, and welcome aboard Albanian Airlines flight 110, this time on a service from Tirana to London Stansted Airport. My name is Captain Lesov, and this is my colleague Frank Rosen. He'll be pilot flying on this sector. And once we're nice and settled on our cruising level, I'll let you know about the airplane.
Hello again, this is Frank again, welcome. I'm going to be the pilot flying to London Stansted today. So we are going to start with a briefing. I've got control. Have a nice flight.
There you go. Takeoff thrust is set. Check. Spades aligned left and right.
Cross check.
80 knots.
By tops.
P1 and rotate. P2 and positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Others are available.
And FD please, thank you.
110 airborne at 08, contact departure 127.5, mirror caution.
Departure is 127.5, Albanian 110, bye-bye. Good morning, Albanian 110 video out of 800.
Tirana 110, Tirana copy, continue climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Albanian 110. Oh, here we are at level 280, cruising over the northern part of Italy now. And on the left-hand side we have the city of Vicenza, and we're proceeding towards Bolzano. And ahead on our flight plan, we'll go over Kempten and Switzerland, over VOR Tango, which is just south of Stuttgart in Germany. And then we anticipate a shortcut towards Costa VOR, which is in Belgium on the British Channel. The winds are currently 257 at 46 knots, and the outside temperature is say minus 40 degrees at the moment, minus 40 degrees. Ground speed, we can read 379 knots, and with this speed we should be able to make it for an on-time arrival in Stansted at 10 past 8 local time.
New Padua 120.725, bye-bye.
120.725, Albanian 40 by 2, yes, bye-bye.
Pilot 7.
So this is the overhead panel of the 146-300. So I'm going to start from the top left corner and then go all the way through. So all the sections of the overhead panel have their names on it, and this, for example, is the miscellaneous, and it contains the switches for the yaw damper master. We have 2 yaw dampers of this airplane, master 1 and 2. The autopilot master and the AMB masters for the avionics, the ground ignition and the brake fans that we use to cool the brakes. As we mentioned before, brakes are the primary source for decelerating the airplane on the ground, so that they do tend to heat up a lot, so we need brake fans in order to cool them. The anti-skid switch, the auto-spoiler, which is inoperative on the 146 series, it is though available on the RJ series. And the lift spoiler is the yellow and green, controlled by the yellow and the green system, hydraulic systems. Below we have the hydraulic panel, which contains the pressure gauges for the yellow and the green system, and the quantity gauges for the yellow and the green system. Here are the engine-driven hydraulic pumps, engine number 2 and engine 3 only. The inner engines are equipped with hydraulic pumps, and the outer engines are equipped with generators. And this is the hydraulic AC hydraulic pump, which serves as a backup and a source of hydraulic pressure on the ground. This is the power transfer unit used to pressurize the green system in case of any abnormalities. And the DC pump is only used in case of emergency, and it says the emergency braking and the emergency release of the landing gear. Now there we go on the fuel panel, and these are the indications on the fuel inner tanks. This is actually where the fuel goes to the engines. So fuel is being driven from the main tanks, okay, to the feed tanks, and then supplied to the engines via the 4 fuel pumps, which are in their normal on position during flight. We have the central tank control here, and now it's in the shut position since there's no fuel remaining in the tank. And if we need to balance the fuel between the left and the right wing, we're going to use the fuel crossfeed and the fuel common feed valves here. We also have 2 standby pumps which use hydraulic power to supply fuel pressure to the engines in case of all these 4 fuel pumps fail. Down there we have the attention getters. This is the emergency call that I'm going to use in case I need to call the cabin in case of emergency. This is how we all usually call the cabin, call for coffee. And this is the ground call if I want to speak with the mechanic. Plus the various dimmers for the glare shield. Over here we start with the electric part of the overhead panel. We have the indications for the 2 transformer rectifiers. There's only 2 transformer rectifiers on the 146-300, and on some airplanes there is an optional 3rd for improved dispatch capability. This is the DC meter. On there is a rotary switch where you can check the current voltage of the battery. It's now 28 volts, I'm sorry. And this is the battery current. Now here is the rotary switch, so we can change and check the voltage and frequency of the relevant generators. Now generator 1 supplied by engine number 1, and generator number 4 driven by engine number 4. Here we have to the different switches, bus ties. The bus ties we use in order to supply the left and the right AC systems independently. And there is a standby generator that also uses hydraulic power, can supply electricity in case of very severe electrical problem. Down here we have the generator engine number 1, generator of engine number 4, they're on position. The APU generator is now armed and will be available once we start the APU on descent. And the galley in their own position provides electricity for the cabin, for the coffee makers. Up here we have the APU panel that we use to start, control and monitor the APU's operation. It's now currently in its off position. We use this switch to start the APU in the air, and the same one in the stop position to shut it down. We have the APU RPM indication and the APU exhaust temperature. The fire extinguisher we use in case of engine, in case of any APU fire. This panel, maybe you've noticed in the startup we use to start the engines. This is the engine start master. Here we put on and then we select which engine we'd like to start. And just engaging the engine start button here, it will start the starting sequence. Continuous ignition we use in case of turbulence or very heavy rain to improve the engine operation. And this is in case of we'd like to do an in-flight start. These are the engine anti-ice controls, and obviously there is no icing now. So we're going to use these switches to engage the engine anti-ice on in case we encounter any icing conditions, so we can guarantee the normal operation of the engines. Over here the pressurization panel, and you can see the position of the discharge valves. These are the two valves that we use to discharge air out of the airplane, and by varying their position we can maintain different levels of pressure. Currently at 28,000 feet, the airplane is maintaining a cabin altitude of 7,800 feet, which you can also read down here on the cabin rate of climb or descent and cabin altitude. And there is the pressure differential between the cabin and outside pressure, currently just over 6 psi. And as you can see, the pressurization is now in its fully automatic auto mode. More ice protection switches here, so we use these switches to heat the windscreen, so we don't pick up any ice and it doesn't obstruct visibility, and also the heating of all the probes and vanes that we use to supply air data to the computer systems. This is the bottom part of the ice protection panel with the outer wing, inner wing, and tail ice protection. So once again, if we encounter some ice, and if there is ice deposit on the wings or the empennage, we use these switches to remove that ice privilege. The ice detect is now on, so if there is icing, we'll have an indication on the master warning panel here, ice detect, so we know that we're actually accumulating ice on the airplane. Over here in the central, we have the fire handles. These we use only in case of any major abnormalities or emergency to shut down the engines and to shut down all hydraulic and electrical and bleed supply from the engine. This also controls the fire extinguisher in the fully extended position. We can go to extinguisher 1 and 2 in case there is an engine fire. We have 2 extinguishers for every engine. A total of 9 extinguishers on this airplane, 8 for the engines and 1 for the APU. This is the ground test panel that we use to test most of the systems before every flight, and it has no in-flight use. Here we have different light switches, the wing and logo lights. Now currently the entry lights are on here on the flight deck. The non-smoking signs are on, and the cabin emergency lights are armed, so in case we lose all electricity, there will be lighting still available for the cabins, so that passengers can locate the nearest exits. We have the rotating red beacon, strobe lights, and the anti-collision nav lights on. Now here we come to the air conditioning panel. This is how we control the temperature on the flight deck and in the cabin. currently we have its fully automatic auto mode, and the central position of these two switches correspond to approximately 20 degrees of cabin or flight deck temperature. The cabin fan is used, so we can improve the ventilation of the air in the cabin. This is the bottom part of the air conditioning part of the overhead panel, which we have the two air conditioning packs currently on, and the cabin air set to its fresh position. That means that 100% of the air being bled from the engine is going into the cabin, and none of it is being recirculated. Rammer air is shunt as the airplane is pressurized. This is only used in case the airplane needs to be operated unpressurized. The APR is off, and it will be used shortly before landing when we switch the engine bleeds off and we go to APR on. Now the primary source of bleed is now the four engines of the airplane, and their switches, they're all on position. This is the annunciator control here. This is how we control the and we dim the annunciator panel, and there is a test switch here we can use to see that all lights are illuminated and there are no filaments inoperative. Okay, this is how we can check if the light is working. Good morning, Albanian 110 video, level 280 inbound Costa.
Albanian 110, right, good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Albanian 110 video level 280.
Albanian 110, thanks. Direct to Idisi, Abbott 1 Charlie arrival for Stansted.
So direct to Idisi, Abbott 1 Charlie to Stansted, Albanian 110. 44.
Return to 6 Hotel Romeo, descent when ready, flight level 250, be level at Logan.
Descend to 6 at Romeo when ready, descend flight level 250, level Logan, maintaining.
Starting 49, continue present heading.
Present heading, 49.
Albanian 110, good morning, report your okay level. Level 220. Albanian 110, descend flight level 180, be level by Idisi. Flight level 180, level by Idisi, Albanian 110.
180 is set down.
Check.
At 5 levels.
442, continue present heading, report to London, 118.825.
Good morning, present heading on to London, 118.825, help with the 4 back.
Right. 6, good morning, Albanian 110's video, flight level 1B146 with information uniform.
Tank Albanian 110, F6, there's no speed restriction, no delay, information is whiskey, there's a new QNH 1002 millibars.
Okay, 1002, and we'll check whiskey.
And S6 around at 9583, descending flight level 110 towards Lampred 280 knots, and we've got...
Now direct to 126.950, bye-bye.
126.950, bye-bye.
Final 9583, present heading is a radar heading.
Radar heading around at 9583.
Good morning, Albanian 110's video, speed is 240 knots.
Albanian 110, direct to hello, you've got 19 miles and touchdown. On that heading, report localizer established runway 23.
On the heading, report localizer established runway 23, Albanian 110. 16, yeah. And we're descending 5,000 to landing 110.
Albanian 110, roger, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
And descending 4,000 feet, Albanian 110. Okay, on this heading, we're clear to establish a localizer. Yeah. Check. Localizer captured.
Check. We are clear for the ILS?
We are clear for the ILS. Okay. 2,000 feet further on the glide.
Let's load.
Check.
I'm going to run.
Director low easy 20, Quebec Delta, we're about to maintain altitude 3000, button 6 Romeo.
Easy 20, Quebec Delta, sounds good morning to you, school Highland.
We put the gear down at 6 mile.
Okay.
Albanian 110, speed 160 knots until 4 DME.
Speed by 160 until 4 DME, Albanian 110.
Okay, we can put the gear down for us.
Speed is checked.
19583, descend to altitude 2,000 feet, and then when established, further on the ILS. Altitude 2,000, once established, further ILS, when an affirmation. Albanian 110, contact Stanford Tower, 123.8, bye-bye.
Tower AC411 Lima in the left there.
AC411 Lima, thank you. Contact London Control on 118.825.
1885, bye-bye, AC411 Lima.
Good morning, Albanian 110 is video on the ILS 323.
Albanian 110, Sunset Tower, continue approach runway 23, departures ahead.
160.
Takeoff runway 23, surface wind 200 degrees, 18 knots.
AC pump easy now to gear down 3 green.
Takeoff runway 23 or via 01.
Brake pressure
Easy 007 kilo, contact Stansted direct on 126.950.
Engine is off.
007. Good morning, Tower Victor Papa Charlie, India Echo, holding short of Golf Alpha 3 this time.
Victor Papa Charlie, India Echo, Stansted Tower, Roger, hold at Golf Alpha 3.
Hold Golf Alpha 3, Victor Papa Charlie, India Echo.
Okay, we've got one aircraft on the runway.
Okay, so we're past the Fort Amy.
Okay, so flaps 30.
Flap 30.
Flaps 33.
Flap 33.
Thank you.
And engine anti-ice can go off at this time.
Perfect.
So clearance to go.
109.583 with you.
109.583 Stansted Tower, continue approach runway 23, you are number 2.
Continue running information.
Okay,
Albanian 110, clear to land runway 23, surface wind 220 degrees, 17 knots.
We're to land on 1823, Albanian 110. So, landing checks are complete.
Thank you.
Germanwings 331, contact London Control on 118.825.
Germanwings 331, London Control 118.825, bye-bye.
It's a little bit gusty.
And just keep the speed up.
Yeah.
65% N1. Give it what you need. If you want over the threshold, you can lose the speed.
Yeah.
So 100 above.
Okay.
Decision is?
Landing.
Check.
Minimums.
Check. 150. 100.
Air brakes out.
Air brakes out. 80. 70. 60. 50.
Easy 19 Zulu Foxtrot, Stansted Tower via Romeo 3, line up runway 23.
30.
Romeo 3, line up, wait, Romeo 23, easy 19 Zulu Foxtrot.
5. I'll let it touch down. And my control.
Your control.
Victor India Echo at Golf Alpha 3, cross the runway.
Cross the runway, Victor Papa Charlie, India Echo this time.
Easy 19 Zulu Foxtrot, hold on the runway, traffic to cross at the midpoint.
Hold position, easy 19 Zulu Foxtrot.
Albanian 110, contact ground on 121.725.
121.725, Albanian.
Blue 2, runner 01, check.
Blue 98 Victor, there's an executive A319, a cream one in your 1 o'clock now coming down hotel. Give way to him please and follow him to the holding point at Romeo 3.
Give way to opposite traffic at hotel and continuous number 2, Albany 98 Victor.
That's correct. Victor Papa Charlie India Echo, hold at Romeo 3. There is an Air Berlin coming from your right. He will give way to you. Monitor the tower now, 123.8. Good day.
Good day, we'll monitor the tower this time, 1238, thanks.
flight 80 knots on stick. V1, rotate, V2, and a positive rate.
You're up.
Here, selected up, IS.
Indicated airspeed and a flight director now. Align the heading.
LNAV.
Albanian 111, contact London 118.825. Bye-bye.
18.825, bye-bye.
And the other pilot.
Hotel Golf, descending flight level 150 to Sabre.
Cuba 16 Hotel Golf, good morning, descend flight level 120, level Lambon. Albanian 111, climb flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Albanian 111.
0, standard.
Standard. 29902.
And the crossing flight level.
And then fly 38 Lima, descending flight level 80, heading 120.
1000 kilometers.
38 Lima, good morning, route to Lambourne and leave Lambourne heading 180 degrees. Route to Lambourne, leave Lambourne heading 180 degrees, fly 38 Lima.
Out acquired and one sync.
Check. And one sync.
Albanian 111, contact London 120.525.
120.525 for Albanian 111, thanks, bye-bye. London Albanian 111, good day, maintaining 80.
Albanian 111, Roger, are you on a heading?
We're heading 165, Albanian 111.
Roger, Albanian 111, continue on that heading and climb flight level 120.
Heading climb flight level 120, Albanian 111.
Heading select 1.
City Island 91 Lima Kilo, climb flight level 80.
Flight level 80, City Island 91 Lima Kilo.
Jersey 321 Victor, left turn heading 325.
Left turn 325, Jersey 321 Victor.
Heading, maintaining 230 from the 1 Hotel Romeo.
Russell Albanian 111, good morning, heading 105, maintaining 190.
Albanian 111, morning, radar contact, continue heading, confirm, requested flight level.
Requested flight level 270, sir, maintaining heading.
Roger, 111, continue heading and climb flight level 210.
Same heading, climb 210, Albanian 111. See, 210, set out. Max right. Check, Mac is green.
Albanian 111, contact green radar on 12902, goodbye.
12902, bye-bye, thanks for sir. Radar Albanian 111, good day. Maintaining 270 license.
Bravo Charlie 111, low radar contact. Lufthansa 6 Charlie Papa, flight level 230.
Descent flight level 170.